got my friend with me to do this video, or my friends, because I bought this book for Pete 3 years ago.
Potentially. You had better time than me.
And he's never done it. So I thought, I'm going to force him to do this by making him do a video of it. That's annoying. So today we are going to test Jeff's IQ. Yeah, you. We're going to see how smart you are. Yeah, you read the front cover. This is probably going to be a 2-part video because there's scenario questions that we need to decide an answer to, and then actual tests for Jeff.
The fun part.
Yeah? Should we get going, Jeff? Yeah. Part 1 is...
You have to score it or something.
I don't want to read the instructions, that'll take ages. Yada yada yada, blah blah blah. Yeah, it's basically like one of those quizzes where you tick always, sometimes, never, and then at the back
Points ordered.
there'll be a thing. So part 1 is day to day with your dog. So the first part of the test is based on observations you can make without consulting your dog. So you don't actually have to be in this one, Jeff.
It's better if he is.
And we have to decide whether it's always, sometimes, or never. And then when we finished, we have a rating scale for him at the back of the book to find out what your points are. I mean, these pictures are brilliant. I used to have a book about evacuation where it was a detective dog. He was called Sherlock Bones.
Of course.
You're not supposed to eat it, Jeff.
I wouldn't be. I think you'd score quite lowly on the IQ test, Jeff, if you eat the book.
So, does your dog recognise the signs that indicate you are preparing his or her food?
Always.
Yeah, he often jumps off the sofa.
Yeah.
He might not
always.
eat the food, but he always knows he's getting it.
Yeah, he does. Always.
2. Does your dog have different reactions to different foods? E.g., is he especially eager for a piece of salami? Ooh, I don't think you've ever had salami, Jeff. Or the same old dry food?
Yeah, he gets more excited in the kitchen, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, give him chicken and rice, he gobbles that.
Yeah.
Give him kibble, he goes, yeah.
Yeah, always. I think you're doing well so far, Jeff.
Does your dog seek out water on hot days after exercise? I'd say sometimes.
Well, when he comes in here, though, he always has a drink if he's just been out with the ball.
No, it's saying, does your dog seek water on hot days or after exercise? So when he's worn out or hot, does he go and get water? Not all the time. Sometimes he just lays there going, bloody hell, I'm hot.
Yeah, true. Yes, it's sometimes, I guess.
He does if he's had exercise, but not always if he's warm.
Yeah.
Would you agree, Jeff? If the place your dog typically takes a nap is unavailable, will he find an alternate spot?
Yes, always.
Yeah, Jeff doesn't have a spot. Does your dog seem to understand signals that you're preparing to sleep and act accordingly?
He does with me. Like when I come in here at night, he understands when I'm about to like pack up and go back into the bedroom, and just goes on to bed and stuff. Like he like looks at me and then just jumps off and goes straight to his bed.
He also has his own routine when I go to bed, doesn't he? Like he likes to growl at you for getting him off the bed.
Yeah.
To leave.
That's how it is, yeah.
But I'm not sure you always understand that it's bedtime, because sometimes we just go in the bedroom. So
Yeah.
for you maybe, but for me, maybe not.
Sometimes, I guess.
If something unusual happens in the middle of the night, e.g. a loud crash or smoke alarm, does your dog attempt to rouse you by barking or putting a paw on your arm? Well, he doesn't sleep in our room.
Yeah. That's bark, so.
But would he in the middle of the night?
Yeah, if he hears something like which puts him off, he does. Yeah.
We've never had that situation.
I think, well, when I've been in here and, loud thunder, he starts barking.
But that's because you're with him. If we were both in our bedroom and he was in his
We've heard him
bed,
in there a couple of times, though.
I guess he did when he was ill make a lot of noise. And then
Maybe sometimes, I guess. Because he doesn't... They'll probably...
Well, we don't really have the situation. When he was ill,
Yeah.
he certainly got us up out of bed and we realised he was ill. Always or sometimes?
In the middle.
Sometimes. That's the middle.
I guess so.
When your dog is uncomfortable, does he modify his environment? Duck under a blanket if he is cold?
He just puts his nose in his body, doesn't he? Just wraps himself up like a...
Well, he fights with his blanket, but
Yeah.
in other ways, if he was uncomfortable, does he change it?
Yeah, he does. And just lie there. Well, you can't really tell, but
Yeah,
he's lying there. You think he's comfortable, so.
Well, that's always my thing. If he's not comfortable, he'll move, which is like now when he's got his head below your legs, and it looks like he can't breathe. If he couldn't breathe, he'd move, surely.
Yeah, I guess always.
When it's raining, is your dog in?
Yes.
When it's raining, is your dog less enthusiastic to go for a walk?
Yes, it is.
Is he?
You get out there and at lunchtime when we go for a walk and it's raining, he gets to the bottom of the step and he looks out like.
Yeah, I guess he does hesitate.
Yeah.
But once he's out there, he's fine. He's not.
He's less enthusiastic though.
Yeah, true. Does your dog's behaviour change during a thunderstorm? Yeah, he's jumpy.
Yeah.
But if we're inside, not
His
always.
behaviour doesn't really.
Sometimes
Say sometimes, like, yeah. Say sometimes.
When you're out on a walk and heading back to your house, does your dog automatically turn at your driveway?
Just say always for that, because when he went to your parents or whatever, he knows exactly where he's going.
He knows exactly where he's going here.
Yeah. But like, as in, he automatically goes into the by the.
He does. He doesn't always in our house, but that's because he doesn't want to go home. I think you're doing all right here, Jeff, you know. Is this because we're biased and we think you're an intelligent dog, though?
Potentially.
Is your dog interested in new toys and challenges? If it's a ball,
New
yes.
toys, definitely, yeah.
If it's tug of war, not really.
Yeah, it depends on the toy. He likes most of them.
He does like a
He's
challenge.
always interested in the new toy.
Well, he gives it a sniff and then goes, meh.
He'll just he's interested.
That's not a ball.
That's not what I want, or this is what I want.
Is that interest?
I mean, he was interested in like new challenges, like going up Snowdon and stuff, wasn't he? Took that one well.
That's because he had no choice, he was on a lead. If your dog does something wrong and is reprimanded, does he show signs of remorse? E.g. tail between legs, averting eye contact.
His ears go down every time, though.
Well, that's
his ears just do that. Like.
That's why I was laughing, because he's gone into our bedroom a few times recently when we're not in it and he's not supposed to do that, and every time you go in he's low.
Wags his tail and his ears go down.
His bum sort of shakes a bit and his ears go down, so yeah, but then not always. Sometimes he doesn't.
No, he always knows if he's done something wrong, he always shows signs. If he knows he's done something naughty.
But like when he sits on top
like
of
if he's chewed something up and then you realise and you look at him and he goes.
But like when he sits up here and I tell him off.
Yeah, but I don't think he knows that's wrong.
Well, I tell him off.
Yeah.
He just
I would say always.
He just looks at me like I'm an idiot, mainly. If your dog does something wrong but has not yet been reprimanded, does he show signs of remorse? Again, what we were talking about. You can often tell if something's up.
Oh yeah, he does.
Because his ears are down before you've even spotted the thing that's chewed up.
So he knows what he's done.
Or that he's got something that he shouldn't have.
He's got something in his mouth, or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell.
he just got a shift about.
He's really shifty.
Yeah, always.
Granted, again, he doesn't always know that he's not supposed to be doing it, but.
I don't know. It's signs of remorse. It's signs of I know I've got you. I've done
something wrong here, but he. Does your dog recognise friends upon first sight / smell?
Yeah. Well, family, I guess, and stuff.
Well,
Yeah.
he doesn't know any of our friends.
Yeah. People that he knows. He does.
Yeah, people he's met a lot.
Yeah.
That are regular. Your mum. He goes very excited when that happens. Number 15. We're getting there. How many? In fact, this is the last one for this section. Does your dog inspect new objects, e.g. a box that arrives in the mail or a new piece of furniture?
Yes, always.
We have a very nosy dog.
I like the picture.
Okay, that's the picture. He's very curious, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, he literally sniffed this book.
Yeah. Well, he tried to eat it. We call him Explorer Dog because he likes to be in everything. Yeah. He's got to know what's everywhere. Right.
Schools and the doors? Right, were you writing this down? I'll just calculate in my head.
Well, if you want to show off, you can show off.
This is 4 plus 4 plus 2. Does he go?
Yeah, but I'd need fingers for that. 52, Jeff. Part 2. Told you this one would be a lot of me and Pete discussing.
Cut.
What?
You know, it's the next section, isn't it? It's like, yeah.
Okay. What he said. This is the situational exam, Jeff. The situational exam is a standard multiple choice test consisting of 15 questions. Select the answer that most closely matches your dog's actions or personality. When you finish this exam, refer to page 103 for the rating scale. It's probably the same. Training sessions with your dog are a picturesque scene of suburban tranquility, hard to take but ultimately rewarding. The reason dog houses were invented. I don't know.
Training sessions, like as in like
Training stuff.
teaching or something.
Teaching him tricks, I guess.
Hard to take but ultimately rewarded, probably.
Yeah.
It's definitely not a suburban tranquility.
No. What is your dog's level of word recognition? He beats me at Scrabble. He can make polite conversation. I'm pretty sure he knows his name. I mean,
Polite conversation.
me and Jeff have conversations all the time.
Yeah.
He has a very strange accent, does our dog? It's a bit like Pete.
Don't know what she's talking about.
But yeah, I think he knows words, he just chooses to ignore them though.
Yeah. Polite conversation.
When you are packing to go on a trip, at what point does your dog show first signs of anxiety that you are leaving?
When I Google St.
When I Google Saint... How do you say that one?
Tropez, though.
No, it's not pronounced that way. It's Saint-Tropez, isn't it? I'm going to go with Saint-Tropez. As I am packing the bathing suit I'll never get the courage to wear, I barely get a wave goodbye.
When we're packing stuff, he acts up a little bit.
Is he chewing on your finger?
But he is.
Yeah, he definitely knows we're going to go somewhere when the suitcases come out.
So I think these questions are a bit ridiculous. Like, no dog gets anxious about you leaving when you on Google.
No, you know the thing, it's... They're saying that they're like always anxious that you're going to go somewhere.
Right.
Or when you actually get the suitcase out, that's an obvious sign.
Yeah.
Or, doesn't care at all.
Yeah.
They're just
B.
trying to make it funny, Pete.
B.
Number 4. Roughly how many tricks does your dog know? David Blaine could learn a thing or two. Enough to entertain party guests. If I say sit and push his butt down 9 times out of 10, he'll grudgingly oblige.
He knows like 6 or 7 tricks, so...
He's got enough to entertain a party.
Yeah.
Definitely. Number 5. When you call your dog's name in a happy sing-song way, does he come over running, wag his tail or raise his ears, give you a look that the canine equivalent of, you talking to me? That would be Charlie. In fact, none of you will know, Charlie we inherited. He was the grumpiest Cavalier King Charles Spaniel in the world. Still loved him, but he was massive grump. Your greeting in the morning would be one solitary wag of the tail, just a thump. But you're not like that, are you, Jeff? You're not like that. So if we call his name, Jeff, hello. Is that a come running or a wag of the tail and a raise of the ears? Are you going?
Just have a shot.
We can't just have dog bum, Jeff.
I'm leaving this one to you.
Why are you leaving this to me?
I'm not sure. It's either A or B, but I'm not sure.
Well, for me it's A, for you it's B.
Put that in. Yeah, he probably is coming over.
If your dog needs to relieve himself, how does he get your attention? He'll wait patiently and hope you realise he's had to go since Star Trek Marathon started 6 hours ago. He'll approach you with his leash in his mouth or bark. He'll find your brand new carpet and make sure you don't make
That's
it.
an A, that's an A1, that one. He'll wait patiently, won't he?
No, he whines at you.
Slightly, like he kind of stares at you.
Yesterday he was definitely whining. But I don't know whether that's because I hadn't really
He
paid
doesn't
him any
bark, does
attention.
he, like, really?
No, he
Very rarely.
he'll,
That's an A.
he'll wait. I guess like when we watched the tennis, he just sort of accepted it, just kind of looked at us every now and again and went, no?
Yeah, he looks at you. Oh, sorry.
I know, Pete, it's really boring. When taking a walk, does your dog show interest in new sights and sounds? He mostly bobs along but checks out a rubbish bin or neighbour's cat every block or so. In a group of Hell's Angels... Can't talk. If a group of Hell's Angels rode by in a... What is that? Cinco de Mayo parade, he might look up. Yes, he is very active and aware. He's not very observant, but he's into everything.
I mean, there's sounds and stuff. he'll look up and stuff, I guess. I reckon B.
If your dog were to end up on TV, that's my dream, by the way. Or I want him to be in a Caesars advert. That's the dream.
That would be good. He's better looking than the other Caesars as well.
Well, currently they're using that weird half animated Caesar, which I think's odd. If your dog were to end up on TV, would it most likely be as an easy task on It's Me or the Dog, as best in breed crufts on National Geographic's Wild Kingdom? I don't get it. It's not It's Me or the Dog, because...
What is that? Oh, yeah, yeah.
That's the woman that goes to deal with all the badly behaved animals.
No, definitely not.
He might have some irritating features about him, but he wouldn't be on It's Me or the Dog.
He wouldn't... What's on National Geographic's Wild Kingdom? What's that?
I don't know, I've never seen it. I assume it's like an Attenborough show.
Maybe just put crufts, I guess.
If your dog is lying down but not asleep and you clap your hands, does he lift his head or make some acknowledgement that you exist, come over to where you are, continue staring dully into space?
A, definitely.
Number 10. If your dog wants to play but you are busy, does he keep pestering you, play by himself, give up and watch Blue's Clues? Please tell me you've seen Blue's Clues.
No.
He's not really a player inside, is he?
No, if your dog wants to play, but you're busy to see. But he keeps pestering you. I mean, he'll give up eventually.
No, he goes to play by himself. He likes to play Danger Drop, or, like he was playing with the fly by himself the other day.
Well, yeah. But he does pester you as well. And I'm like, working. Yeah, we're there to stare and give you paws.
We have very different experiences with this dog.
Yeah, but I'm often more busy when I'm with him.
Oh yeah, because you work from
during
home,
the day,
whereas I'm here at the weekend and...
Yeah, I mean, he does all three. Like, he'll pester you. He might play by himself or able to give up and go back to sleep.
Well, what's he most likely to do?
Keep pestering you, probably.
We'll go with that. When your dog first enters a new space, does he sniff around and explore or focus intently on a new object of interest, cling nervously to your side like an awkward adolescent, yap and growl at unfamiliar object?
Yeah.
As I said, explorer dog. Got to have your nose in everything. Certainly aren't a wilting wallflower.
Yeah.
When you teach your dog a new trick, does he remember it as long as the liver treats last, perform it with aplomb for guests the next afternoon, tend to have no idea what you're talking about, but then do his best feline impersonation and make a regal exit down the hall? B.
Yeah.
When a friend your dog likes but sees rarely comes to visit, what is his reaction? Shows extreme happiness when your friend arrives, shows hesitation at first but soon shows signs of recognition, acts as if your friend is on the FBI's most wanted list.
Definitely shows extreme happiness.
Yeah, it's sometimes a bit sickening, really. When you're not feeling well, your dog, without reading the answers, my answer would be gets ill himself in sympathy.
Yeah, sympathy dog, isn't he?
But their answers are lies quietly by your side, tries to cheer you up by pummeling you with his slobbery toys, shows the understanding of a traffic warden as you feebly explain that you ran into a store for a second.
He lies quietly by your side, doesn't
He does, he comes to give you a cuddle.
he? Yeah.
Last one. If your dog comes across another dog on a walk, what will he do? How do you wave his tail? Wave his tail, eager for a friendly meet and greet. Lunge towards the dog, straining on a leash, bark or growl.
He stands still, it's like a standoff, doesn't he?
Does the little paw thing, doesn't he? And then he goes and has a sniff at their bottom. Sometimes he's a bit too eager to sniff their bottom and sticks his nose right up there. There's a greyhound called Sheila that doesn't like him now.
He's a mixture between A and B.
Because that's what he did, and she got spooked by his cold nose up her bottom.
Gets a bit too friendly. It's a mixture between A and B.
Well, I'd say he was A because he doesn't lunge.
If you're going to lead, he might do a bit, but...
But that's just because he doesn't have the access to go.
Yeah, do A. Yeah. Scored 1 point less, Jeff.
Jess. Since when's he be called Jess?
That's what they thought when we got him as the...
Yeah, they did. They thought we wanted a male dog called Jess.
Right.
So how's he doing so far? What's his scores on the doors?
51 and 52. She's got 103.
You're 103. So this is where we're going to stop this video. Now that we've done the...
That's timeout, isn't
Yeah,
it?
that's timeout. I don't know why you keep doing timeout. But it will be a timeout. Because we're going to end this video here. We'll be back with part 2 next week. Same time, same place. So if you've enjoyed this video and you want to see more of Jeff, please click I can't say
subscribe,
it.
everyone.
Thank you. And give it a thumbs up.
If you haven't got a Google account, make one.
Google account?
Subscribe.
That makes no sense.
Gmail.
YouTube. Just YouTube.
Well, yeah, sign up to YouTube and then subscribe.
Pete's told you now. He'll be after you. So there's bye from me, bye from Pete, bye from Jeff. Bye!